Have you ever wondered how or why our For You page change depending on what happens to us? Like suddenly it becomes a reflection, a mirror, not just by what we did or do, but what we feel or think. People of the internet, welcome to On Writings, and for today, we will delve into technology, specifically the algorithm. As philosophers, our topics are diverse, and we have to question everything and anything. When I was at school, a sudden thought or idea came into mind. If what I watch on TikTok or Instagram or whatnot are based by what I do or feel in the real world, hear me out. Based from my experience, when I get sad, anxious, or if I experience or feel such emotions, and I open TikTok for example, I am bombarded with videos relating to that experience or emotion. My For You page is filled with certain videos about the emotion I am feeling and somehow what I am thinking right now or at the moment. It's like a therapist who assures, makes you laugh, and gives advice. My theory is that the content that are given to us strikes our core in some way. What comes into play are our habits, specifically the good habit by Aristotle, which equals to morality and ethics. When we engage in such digital content, we immerse ourselves to the exposure of our identity. What we click, what we watch, and what we like are observed, leading to that data being collected. On a different note, the algorithm still gives or feeds off content even if you didn't liked or watched a previous and related content. But unknowingly, after something has happened to us, we are shown videos randomly. Based on my research, there's this predictive personalization stuff that algorithms don't rely on what we explicitly do. They also track implicit signals, such as how long we pause and scroll, similar type of videos we are currently engaged with, location, time of day, typing patterns. All of these seem to predict our interests. We have to keep in mind that data synchronization happens across platforms, ad networks, cookies, search history. Your behavior on another app or even on the web may sync to one app to another. These behaviors becomes our habits, as mentioned a while ago. There's also something called emotional clustering. When something happens to you, like a breakup, an argument, a loss, a happy event, your behavior subtly changes the time you're active online, the tone of your messages, the kind of content you linger on for just a second longer. Algorithms cluster you with users who exhibit similar behavior patterns during those emotional states. So it starts showing the same kinds of videos they've recently interacted with, like healing, motivation, or relationship advice. With how I see it, the algorithm connects us with good people, similar people who can potentially help us. The philosophy of mind also has a take on this. There's also cognitive bias named frequently illusion or the Bader-Meinhof phenomenon. A mere coincidence. Once something significant happens to you, your brain becomes hypersensitive to anything remotely related to it. You start noticing those kinds of videos more. So it feels like the algorithm just started pushing them, even though they've always been there. In a more philosophical sense, algorithms act as a digital mirror, a screen we face, reflecting not what we consciously choose, but what our digital patterns reveal about our inner state. It's almost as if the algorithm knows us through our silence, through our pauses, hesitations, and subtle interactions. It exposes how much our digital selves can be read without us saying a word. Now let's get back to Aristotle. In fact, from his golden mean, a virtuous disposition formed through consistent practice and repetition. Repetition, huh? Our habits in social media, our views, shows the repetition of our character, this of which is disposed either well or ill disposed, either in itself or with reference to something else. We are getting balanced out. What really fits with us. Our phones are more intimate than you think to us than most people. Even ChatGPT has this feature that says after your prompt, memory updated. It remembers what you demand and what you like, so that in the next prompt, it can deliver something to your liking and to what you specified. It literally remembers everything. But the good thing is that it also has flaws. That's a relief, right? To answer the question, it doesn't really know we are good people. Kind of at this moment. It doesn't know goodness at all. It knows patterns. It can detect behavior but not understand morality. You could feed it thousands of examples of kindness, but it would only learn statistical similarities, not the moral behind them. Goodness still belongs to us humans, to humans. Algorithms might measure what we do, but only we understand why we do it. Morality is such a sacred thing that can't be taken away from us. This opens up the question if AI can have the consciousness or will, but that will be for another video. Based from my logic, what the algorithm knows is our moral capacity, as if it trusts our goodness and reinforces it through the content it gives. It gives us content because it knows we will do it and we will realize the right thing. We are inherently good, so they give us something good, right? From a humanistic view, the algorithm responds to our moral behavior. When we engage with positive, kind, or thoughtful content, it recognizes a pattern and gives us more of it. In that sense, it knows we are good, not through understanding, but through recognition. It sees that we are drawn to light, not darkness, and it feeds that light back to us. On a side note, what I'm trying to tell you is that the algorithm tries to make us good people for us to be more good, to improve, be better, to adjust. That's why with the content we absorb seems relieving, comforting, and assuring. It means it's working. There are countless of videos online about self-help, things you can do type of trope, but for me, well, some of it, majority are made by humans. It brings us closer to the people that are the same with us, by what we think, what we feel. That's the good part of it. The algorithm is just there to suggest, recommend, and deliver. But true and real effort of ethics and morality as a whole comes from those behind the screens, doing all the work. Now, may we all have responsibility online, backed up by truth, credibility, and resource. Be good. You already know that. And I, of course, I know that you are good and will do good. Well, I think that's all for this on writings. I will see you on the next one.